I have traveled here, and it matters not if I understand how.
But you know time travel isn't a real thing, right? And the 1300s are now in 2019.
Well, by that logic, only things that you comprehend are possible.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Ho, 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 boy! It's a time travel podcast. My name is Nate, and with me is my gallant and honorable co-host, Brian Martin. Yeah, that one went off without a hitch. I tried that intro 3 times.
That was a good one.
And when I finally landed, got no witty retort.
Well, no, I was just waiting for you to screw it up again. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Well, Merry Christmas, Brian.
Merry Christmas, Nate.
Is this our last episode of the year?
Yeah, we still have one left of the quote-unquote season, but this is the last episode of the year.
Yeah. Happy holidays to you, sir.
Yes, and to you.
Christmas will just be a day or so away by the time people are listening to this.
Just like around Thanksgiving is another episode that'll be really primed for listening in the car while you're on your way to your Christmas destinations.
Yeah, right. And this one will try and keep more family friendly.
Because we talked about the Predator for like 45 minutes in the last one, I guess.
Because we talked about the Predator and there was profanity. Profanity abounds in that episode.
This should be more wholesome. I don't have anything to say about Predator at this time around.
Well, as luck would have it, in tonight's segment of Past, Present, or Future...
I'm writing this down. This is good stuff. Yeah, okay. Oh, let's go. Oh.
I did watch The Predator, Killer of Killers on Friday night with Waylon. So that's Predator 2 to him. This is the second time we've watched a Predator movie. But you're familiar with this, correct? It's the animated...
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. It's the animated one that was on... What was it on? Disney Plus?
It's on Hulu, unfortunately.
Which is technically kind of Disney Plus now?
Yeah, with commercials.
Yeah. All I want to know is there a Predator Disney princess yet? Just wake me up when that happens.
One could argue. But yeah, I'm not going to go into it too long here, except to say that, man, it's really good. It's really inventive and enjoyable. It's not one of these movies where it's like, oh, what a great story, or look at the hero's journey of this character, and what did he learn, and what did he, whatever. But it's super creative. It looks amazing. There's some Easter eggs at the end that are a lot of fun.
Okay. And
as I may have chatted to you, arguably a time travel movie.
All right. Okay.
But that's all I had. Do you have anything that you want for Past, Present, or Future tonight, or should we just move on?
I don't know, because we just recorded an episode out of sequence like 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Where I think I talked about the stuff I'm doing this week, and nothing has changed yet. My past, present, and future is Kill Bill.
Well, you did manage to find another Christmas time travel movie. And as we were coming on to record here, you were talking about the schedule for the coming year. Do you have next year's Christmas movie picked out?
Nate.
You do, don't you?
Of course I do.
Oh, man. Already.
No question. Yes, it's weird because it's sort of like you go down this rabbit hole and all of a sudden you realize that there are a lot of time travel Christmas Hallmark style movies.
Yeah.
Because there's a real problem finding good men in the present day.
I know. I had that realization myself in watching this movie. But so is it another love story? Like, this is what we're going to do on Christmases now?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
I mean, it's obviously fit for the whole family. My kid really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe it.
It's so weird. I don't understand why.
Now, what will be interesting to find out is whether you enjoyed it, Brian.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to drink a little bit tonight.
Oh, good.
Remember we had the Blackberry Crown Royal?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that stuff is sweet. It's super duper sweet.
Got to cut through it with something.
Yeah, but the only thing I mix with is soda, which is just sugar. So it's like...
Sugar water.
But I got this little jar of Crown Royal. This one is not blackberry, so I'm going to go ahead and mix that and have it tonight. Are you drinking anything?
Yeah, I've got a bottle of Old Mecklenburg Brewing Copper right here. We had our annual Dipsgiving a couple weeks ago, before Thanksgiving. So I guess it was over a month ago when this is in your ears, folks. But people bring booze over and then they just leave it here. So I've got like a ton of beer to get through. And I'm not drinking beer as much anymore. And every time I say that out loud, people laugh at me because every time they see me,
you have a beer in your hand.
Beer.
I can't take this much longer. I gotta have a beer.
But I'm really, really trying not to drink that as much anymore. But this beer ain't gonna drink itself.
Okay, Homer.
You can each give me a beer.
That's the thing about bringing alcohol over. Evidently, if you bring alcohol to somebody's house, you're not allowed to leave with it. You have to leave it, right? Isn't that those are the rules?
Unless you make a statement about it. Unless you're like, if anybody would like some of this, I'm willing to share it, but I will be bringing it with me when I leave. Like, if it's something really good.
Okay.
I don't do that a lot, but on occasion, I've been like, okay, I'm taking this because I want to drink it. I'm not sure this crowd would want to keep it, so I will be reclaiming it at the end of the night. But usually I don't bring things I don't intend to drink and or share. I just don't do that.
Right. Well, I kind of laid the groundwork for my poker group. I bring whiskey, and they understand that it is there, but it will not be there at the end of the night. I take it
it's there for as long as you are.
Yeah, I kind of made it the joke. You know, I hear if you bring alcohol somewhere, you're supposed to leave it. I'm not going to be doing that.
Yeah. Right. That will not be the case here this evening.
Yeah, it's too expensive, man. I'm going to take my alcohol back with me. So, this movie that you picked out for us, The Night Before Christmas. You want to tell me what this thing's about?
Whoa, wait a minute. Doc, are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
As best I can. The Night Before Christmas. This is a 2019 Netflix movie. Night is spelled with a K. I want to make that very clear.
If you didn't pick that up.
It was written by Kara J. Russell, who also wrote
Oh, here we go.
The Great Christmas Switch, Catering Christmas, 'Twas the Text Before Christmas, A Royal Date for Christmas, and My Christmas Grandpa.
I looked all of that up after. You know, I hate to derail your intro because it's kind of your thing, but that's one of the things that I do is look up screenwriters after I've watched something. Regardless of what I really thought of it, I'm like, okay, who wrote this? I'm often more interested in who wrote something than who directed it. Yeah. But I looked up her credits and what she's writing. It's like all Hallmark Christmas. All of it.
She's cornered a market. That's all I can say about that.
The only thing that she's written that's not Christmas related is a book on how to get your screenplay sold. It's called like How to Make Your Screenplay Sellable.
Right for Hallmark.
The only thing that I can say is that just screams of evidence that's like, here's the formula, do this thing.
Yes.
And do it over and over and over, and they will continue to buy it. Without having read that book, I don't like that.
The book comes with like a Word document file, and you go in and she just says change the names. Just do search and replace for the names.
Search and replace. Yeah. Instead of a 19th century inventor, it's a knight this time.
Yeah. So the director of this film is Monica Mitchell, who also directed Royal New Year's Eve, The Christmas Contract, When Christmas Was Young, Christmas Joy, and The Wrong Bed, Naked Pursuit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know that one sounds pretty good.
It's like double indemnity.
I know, yeah. It's like all of a sudden in there's some sort of like true crime drama thrown in. This movie stars Vanessa Hudgens as Brooke Winters. She's from, of course, High School Musical. Josh Whitehouse as Sir Cole. He was on Daisy Jones and the Six, which I think was also on Amazon.
Don't know what that is.
It was a really well-received show that I haven't seen. And Emmanuelle Trickery as Madison, Brooke's sister. Emmanuelle Trickery was from Detroit Rock City, Snow Day, and as we mentioned at some point in recording, she played Lana Lang on Superman and Lois.
You know, she was also on Entourage.
She was. Was she on there for more than an episode? Or like 2?
I'm pretty sure. Wasn't she like E's girlfriend for a while? I think she's kind of the ongoing... This was just my opportunity to remind listeners that, yes, I watched Entourage. It doesn't go with the rest of the personality that I put out here. But yes, Entourage. And I enjoyed it, Brian. So what?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good.
Okay.
Brooke Winters. Yes, that's seriously her name. Is leading a simple small-town life in Bracebridge, Ohio. A school teacher in a holiday slump over a recent breakup and the memories of her dear departed parents, Brooke finds joy in being cool aunt to her niece Claire and giving back to the town by organizing the annual community feast. Jaded, she tells herself and young, impressionable students that true love only really exists in fairy tales.
And Kara J. Russell movies.
She tells the little girl that. Like, don't worry about it. No man will love you. Yeah. Noticing her aunt's melancholy, and I mean, Brooke lays it on really thick, Claire asks a Christmas Village Santa to bring her aunt a new boyfriend. And what does Santa say to that? Oh, no. Like, literally, he says that. And maybe it's the purity of a child's innocent wish, or maybe it's the mystical amulet acquired from an old crone in the 14th century. But a dashing, literal knight in shining armor soon appears in the village. Sent on an ambiguous quest to complete his journey to true knighthood, Sir Cole Christopher Frederick Lyons is mistaken for a holiday performer having a possible psychotic episode after being nearly run over by Brooke. Taken by Cole's charm and her own desperation for companionship, and possibly...
Desperation? Jerk.
And possibly a desire to avoid a lawsuit, Brooke insists that Cole stay in her guest house while he recovers. For a guy over 600 years removed from his own era, Cole is able to adjust to modern living fairly quickly, thanks to days of TV binge watching. Of course, you can take the night out of the Middle Ages, but you can't take the Middle Ages out of the night. Cole does have nightly duties to attend to. Saving Claire from certain death on a frozen lake, catching a pickpocket, bringing joy to an impoverished family, creating medicinal salves out of bacon fat, and rescuing the annual community feast from the horrors of store-bought dinner rolls. Of course, the matter to which Sir Cole must attend is one of the heart. But as he and Brooke fall in love with one another, and Cole agonizes over making it back to 1334 in time for his brother's graduation from night school, are they destined for the longest distance relationship in history?
Oh, man. Is that it? Are you through?
I'm done.
Yeah.
If I had had more than like an hour to write this, I would have tried to do another poem. I just want everybody to... Because 2 years ago, I did a poem for Quantum Leap, or whenever we did that Quantum Leap episode.
Yeah, that was a while ago, yeah. Full disclosure, I've watched this twice.
Wow. I guess I sort of have, too, at this point.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, well...
It was on during dinner.
I had watched it earlier this week in preparation for the scheduling of our recordings, and it was long enough ago that I was like, okay, well, while I'm eating dinner tonight, I'll watch it through at double speed, or just kind of skip to some of the more important scenes, you know, something like that, just to kind of a refresher. And I just kind of watched it again, and I'm a sucker for this stuff. So the first time I watched it,
Nate loved it.
No, I didn't. But I'll say I didn't hate it as much the second time I watched it.
I'm not laughing at your expense.
You should. I don't know. Here's the thing. A couple of episodes ago, I mentioned that I thought we might have to do something a little different with this podcast, right?
Sure, okay. With this episode.
Yeah, with this particular episode. Because reason being, this is so mundane as to almost be uninteresting. And I was like,
it is.
What are we going to talk about? And I thought that what we might be able to do instead is like, how do we fix it kind of thing. So I might be peppering in some of those comments and stuff, but after watching it a second time, I think there's enough meat on the bone to actually have a conversation about it, I guess.
Sure there is. I mean, there's no question that there is. I don't know that there's anything in this movie that needs fixing.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I were going to do
like, what you'd end up doing is just making a different movie.
Yes. Well, yes. Ultimately, yeah. The first thing that comes to mind, this guy, obviously coming from the 1300s, has never seen a light bulb before. He's never seen light emit from anything that wasn't fire or the sun.
He takes so much of this in stride. Like, so much of it.
He walks into Santa's village with Christmas lights everywhere, and he's just like, yeah, all right, what's this?
Flying steel dragon.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What is this delicious meat?
It's hot chocolate. Let me help. I'm really so sorry.
It's no harm done.
It's, very impressive armor. Really authentic.
Oh, it's Christmas. Let me tell you about some things they didn't have at Christmas time in 1334. Lights.
Yeah.
Would be one of them. Ornately wrapped gifts. Santa Claus would be one.
Father Christmas.
All of these things he just takes in stride.
And we have to take it in stride, too.
We do. We just have to kind of play along with it.
And it's like, I guess my example was going to be, if we were going to write this movie the way it would actually happen, have like a whole several nights in a row where he's just basically going crazy in the woods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody can understand him. He's speaking a form of English that we can't recognize. He can't understand us. We can't understand him. The most baffling moment in the first, I'd say 20 minutes of this movie, this is after he gets hit by the car and Brooke takes him to the diner, and he sits down in the diner and he's like reading the menu.
Cheeseburger, tater tots, hot dog.
Yeah, that is pretty
he's
crazy.
Like reading, he's reading words that don't look like his form of English, many of which don't even fucking exist yet. You know?
He's sounding them out. I think the most ridiculous thing prior to that was they assume that he's hit his head and has amnesia and he's playing that, like Elf or whatever, that he's playing this role of a cosplay Christmas night. And the policeman's plan after taking him to the hospital is to bring him back to the station and let him sleep it off.
So, where are you taking him now?
Well, he doesn't have any ID and he's not in the system, so I thought I'd let him crash down at the station till his memory comes back.
I feel terrible. I hit him with my car.
Until his memory returns.
Like Otis the town drunk.
That's the cop's plan. Like, let him sleep over at the station. No, this guy's got to be hospitalized, like...
Right. We should make sure he doesn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
He's got a brain injury.
He needs to be institutionalized. Like, there's no...
Right.
Taking him back to the station or just releasing him to the public to stay in her manor house or whatever. That was kind of ridiculous. But those are the kinds of things that if we were going to write this differently, like how it should happen. But
Officer Stevens is just like, oh, you sure you want to take him back to your house? Well, all right.
I know, right? He's just
I'm not a very good cop.
He's like, hey, suit yourself. Again, this is all on a second watch, but you mentioned the advice that she's giving to impressionable young students early in the movie, right?
Yes. It's really just the one student.
Yeah, just the one student. But she's got a heartbroken student who failed her midterm because of a boy.
We all grow up fantasizing about being a princess and finding true love with a knight in shining armor and living happily ever after. But the thing is, that's all it is. A fantasy. Now, I know it hurts and sucks right now, and I'm so sorry. But just know it will pass. I promise. In the meantime, let's not let this guy mess up your near-perfect GPA. Okay?
You're right.
Her advice at the beginning of the film is the correct advice.
It is.
And it's not the movie's advice.
That's the thing. That's the distinction, right?
Yeah.
The whole message of the movie is, well, I guess true love is real, and we just have to wait for that one right person to sweep us off our feet.
Yeah.
But that's because it's a movie. That's because it's a Hallmark, or, Hallmark adjacent film, right?
Right. So the character is giving out sound advice at the beginning.
And then she sees her student, a few days later, and she's like, oh, never mind. Everything I said was bullshit.
Yeah, she says, you know what? I was wrong. If you in high school have determined that you have true love, who am I to stand in the way or some shit?
Mm-hmm.
To say nothing of the fact, just to get in the weeds, this girl, the boy broke up with her, and now he's trying to get back with her.
Right, he cheated on her.
Did he cheat, or he broke up with her, and now he wants her back and whatever?
Yeah, maybe he just broke up with her. I might be conflating the two, because the other guy, a douche, James, I think his name was.
Yeah, he did break up with the teacher, with Miss Winters.
Yeah, and was actually seeing someone behind her back.
Yeah, right.
The movie keeps dangling that in front of us and never delivers on it.
My ex and his new girlfriend. He cheated on me with the wench sitting across from him.
And perhaps he deserves more than a show of appreciation.
No. No, sit down. You can't do that. Stop.
I assure you, I can.
No, you don't understand. That's not the way things are done. Nowadays, there are literally laws against it.
The rules of gallantry are much changed when a deserving scoundrel cannot be put in his place.
Maybe. Yeah, but it's probably best not to do it while you're wearing his Christmas sweater. So.
That's true.
That would be one thing I would change, is there would be an actual fight between Cole and... There's no need for that fight, obviously.
No.
Right? It's a really unhealthy fight for everyone involved to be having.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to have seen Cole just fucking behead him in the middle of the scene.
If you like beheadings, you need to go back to Killer of Killers.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah. Maybe after I have a couple beers, after we're done recording, I'll watch both of those movies on different screens at the same time and go to sleep.
Man,
and I'll have a really cool dream.
If it's not too late by the time we're done recording this, by all means, put on Killer of Killers. Anyway, a high school student, she's changing her advice to this student. The girl's in high school. What are the odds that you're finding true love in high school with a boy who broke up with you and now get your teacher nose out of this girl's relationship.
Right.
Just, anyway.
She should not be that personally involved with her student.
Certainly not.
Right off the bat, I'm like, don't talk to your student about your ex-boyfriend. Do not do that.
I mean, there's a lot of teaching in here that I wondered. I mean, I know you're not a school teacher, but you work in education enough that I wondered.
I have been a school teacher before.
So the elements of school teaching in this movie, first and foremost, she lives in a fucking mansion as a school teacher. And granted, I think it's her parents' house.
It was her parents' house. It was her parents' house, and they had the guest house out back. And the impression I had was that she was living in the guest house, and then they died, and she took over the...
Nobody in that town wants for anything. All right, take that back.
There's one guy.
One guy in the whole town wants for something.
One guy definitely does.
But anyway, just the fact that she's living in basically the lap of luxury here as a school teacher.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
The guy who needs stuff is this guy, David, whose wife died. And he's got 4 kids to feed. And what his daughter says... This was the thing I laughed at the most in the movie. And I'm sorry, this is incredibly insensitive, but what the movie does with it is just hilarious. The little girl's wearing gloves.
Yeah.
And she's like, my hands are cold, because her gloves don't work. They're fucking gloves, first of all. How do they not work, you know? But Claire gives her the gloves.
Will, Lily, behave yourselves.
Okay, Dad. Where are your gloves? They don't keep my hands warm. Can't you ask your dad to buy you new ones? He gets really sad when we ask for new things. Here, you can have these. I have others. I can? Thanks.
He gets sad. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, Daddy, can I have more dinner? And he just starts crying.
That's the part you laughed at.
Like, dude, get it together. Now, he is working at a diner.
Yeah,
which
I don't know what does he do? They said he had like 2 jobs or something, and he volunteers and
yeah, I think we only see him working behind he's a cook at the diner, right?
Yeah. That's the only place I see him work.
He's a sous chef at a prestigious restaurant in this town that obviously everyone goes to. It's busy as hell the one time we're in there. Like, I'm sure this guy's raking in money, chicks, blow. He's raking it all in.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, he is not.
It seems like the community Christmas feast was entirely for his family.
It seems like it.
But yeah, I mean, that ends up being a point in the movie. That's basically the Christmas side of this movie, that character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you talk about this being
keeps it grounded as a Christmas movie, it's like, oh, we've got to present gifts to this family that has nothing.
And yeah, instead of just a straight romantic comedy or romance movie, right? It's just, that's the Christmas part.
The reason this formula works for movies like this is because I don't know whether it's in our lizard brain or whether it's something that we're just conditioned. I'm inclined to believe the second one. But the time of year everybody hates to be alone the most is Christmas.
Right. The holidays, yeah.
Right. And so I think that's why this kind of movie works so well, right? Is because you've got a down on her luck, ravishing young woman.
Yeah, oh yeah, so down on her luck.
Like, right, I mean, she's not really, but like, obviously, if the only meaning in her life is that she's in a relationship, which, I mean, this is probably true of like at least 70 or 80% of the people watching these movies to begin with.
Right.
Then, obviously, you're just waiting on dashing, what's his name? Cliven? What's the guy's name?
Sir Cole Christopher Frederick Lyons of Norwich.
Sir Cole. You're waiting
okay.
you're waiting on Sir Cole to come in and sweep you off your feet. I didn't know where I got that one from. That was something also that I laughed at pretty hard, was when she's introduced to him and she's like, oh, Cole, I'm glad you're ready. He's like, Sir Cole. And she's like, Circle? Like his name is Circle?
There are a couple of parts that I laughed at. The first time I laughed, like, literally out loud is at the beginning of the movie. Now, he time travels to 2019 from 1300 through magic, right?
Yes.
Like, basically a witch enchants him to find true love or whatever, gives him an amulet that glows. And she's like a witch, you know, or whatever, and she kind of disappears at some point, sends him to the future and sort of disappears.
She seems okay, though. Like you think witch, you think it's something really crusty and ugly, and she's just kind of fine.
Well, she's clean. Everybody is clean in the 1300s, right. First of all. Like,
what's the one? Like he must be a king. How can you tell? He hasn't got shit all over him.
Yes, seriously. Like, nobody in this movie is even remotely dirty. Even the old hag that lives in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
The next scene, we see her in a Christmas outfit. But the part that made me laugh was when she sent him to the future, you know, she essentially disappears.
Heed this warning. If you fail to fulfill your quest before midnight on Christmas Eve, you shall never become a true knight.
Old crone?
And he's standing in the woods and he goes, Old crone? You know, like asking, like calling out for her. And he's like, Old crone?
Old crone?
Old crone? And I just started laughing. Because at the time, I didn't realize that it meant something different back then.
Right. It's like ma'am or sir.
Yeah.
Old crone?
She's got a name.
That was one part that really made me laugh. And then the other part, and this was only on the second watch, but it's a part that's supposed to make you laugh, is when he's getting the hot chocolate in the grocery store.
Oh, yeah! That's good.
And he like stocks up on it or whatever, and she's like, we only need one. And he starts to put it back, but then he starts acting like a kid, like a child.
Yeah, he just looks right in her eyes.
Yeah, he was like,
yeah,
we're getting all of them. It was done. That was done
good.
really well.
Miles laughed at that part too, but I mean, like that's
okay. So he was there.
That's Miles. Yeah,
he's like, sure, I'll put him back. Watch me.
Yeah, that was really good.
And the notion that he might join the police force.
I'm still not convinced that didn't happen eventually.
Well, the funny part isn't necessarily that he may join the force, but the fact that the policeman's just like, you should join the force. You should consider joining the police. You crazy person that believe yourself to be a knight.
Yeah, right. I don't know. You save one kid from a frozen lake.
He does some good stuff. He's effective as a knight, that's for sure.
There was that one other cop, though, too. Remember the one that handcuffed the teenage boy and threw him in the back of the truck?
Woman, yeah.
Yeah. They're just flat out fucking arresting this kid? Like,
yeah, that is weird. So
they got to meet a quota, man. How many people do you think they arrest in this small town?
Exactly. And to that point, what are the odds that she knows who that kid is?
What that meant to me is that he's one of the students.
Yeah, like, we need to set the stage here a little bit. Basically, they set up like Santa's village or something in the middle of this town, and that's where everything happens in the whole movie.
It's a little Christmas market.
Yeah, it's
like kind of right in the middle of town.
Right. And at some point, this kid pickpockets an old lady, and Cole chases after him and retrieves the purse or whatever.
Return the lady's purse or suffer the consequences.
Take it.
Where I come from, thieves are strung up by their thumbs and hung. Or we save the hangman the rope and cut off his hand so he can never steal again.
Wait, Marshall Geller?
Well, what do you think? Should we let him keep his hands?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And spends like a minute of the film telling the kid about all the gruesome inflictions that he'd be suffering were he in the Middle Ages, like having his hands cut off and
being strung up by his thumbs.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, when he gets caught, Brooke is standing there looking over the kid and calls him out by name.
Wait, Marshall Geller?
Like she's surprised that she knows who he is, but we don't know who he is, right?
I don't think so. Like, it made me stop and think of, like, if we're supposed to know who that kid is, the only kid it could be would be the boyfriend of the student.
Grayson broke up with me.
Oh.
But I don't know that the movie ever makes that explicit.
That doesn't come into play, right?
I mean, if we're supposed to know who that kid is, that's the only character that it could possibly be.
That's true.
But there's nothing in the movie, I don't think, to suggest that it is.
Grayson broke up with me.
Wait, Marshall Geller?
Does it happen before or after the student meets her in the grocery store and says that he wants her back?
It's the third meeting where she says the boy wants her back.
Right.
And this is right after Cole leaves. And Brooke is coming down that street.
Oh my God.
Sobbing, and then the kid meets her.
Grayson is begging me to take him back.
Oh?
Right? I told him to forget it. Because true love only exists in fairy tales.
So that would mean that when she comes back and she's like, oh, the boy wants me back, this kid could be calling her from a jail cell?
Grayson is begging me to take him back.
Maybe so.
Wait, Marshall Geller?
Hey, it was his one call.
It's his one call from the... Like, he got arrested.
Hey, baby, I want you back.
And the lead of the movie is still saying, you know what? Hey, follow your heart.
Now, I need to watch this movie again now because I want to know. I want to know if that kid is the same kid.
We have to match up the name. I don't remember what the name of her boyfriend was.
Grayson.
Or the name of the pickpocket.
Marshall Geller?
But if it's the same kid, what are you doing?
There was a whole movie happening underneath this movie.
There's a whole different movie.
That's what it would mean.
Another more interesting movie.
Yeah. There's a totally different movie happening underneath this one. Oh, man, I gotta know that.
So it turns out the girl's boyfriend is a criminal. The only criminal in the whole town. so far as we can tell. I sure hope that's what it is. We'll go back and look.
That would knock the movie up a few notches for me.
Grayson broke up with me.
Wait, Marshall Geller?
Really?
Considering I got through this whole movie and had no questions about anything that happened.
But that makes it worse. I mean, that's like, why do that? That would lead me to believe there's got to be some cut scenes with that kid.
Oh, maybe so.
If we're supposed to know who that is, and she knows who that is, whatever. That was confusing.
I thought this movie made sense when we started recording, and now I'm not so sure.
Well, it does make sense, because it's the formula.
Yes.
This is basically a timeless Christmas with a less interesting method of time travel.
And a more interesting lead.
You think so?
I think.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right.
Sir Cole is way more interesting.
He's definitely better looking.
You think Sir Cole is better looking than the guy that was in Timeless Christmas?
Yeah.
I mean, he's more lovable for sure. The guy in Timeless Christmas seemed like he was carved out of wood.
Yeah, but like,
or like maybe like granite. I don't know. Marble.
But Sir
like
Cole
he just had
is like a heartthrob type.
Cole has a personality, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Vanessa Hudgens is very good in this.
Paige, I was wrong about true love. It does exist. Really? No, it may not come around that often, but when it does, you'll recognize it. When someone loves you completely for who you are and you want what's best for them too, even if it means it's not with you. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. Merry Christmas, Miss Winters.
Merry Christmas to you too, Paige.
She's fine.
She has perfect, and let me tell you what, perfect teeth. I don't think I've seen teeth this good on an actual human in my life. They're amazing teeth.
Okay,
frankly.
I'll go back and look.
Speaking of the teeth, though, I do want to note there is a look.
How much are we going to talk about these teeth?
There is a look to Netflix movies.
Uh-huh.
They are all in extraordinarily high definition. You know,
sure.
The resolution in every single shot looks great. And that goes for the drone shot at the beginning over the countryside up to the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in the movie looks great. Like almost too great.
Right, but to clarify, you're not talking about cinematography.
No, I'm talking about the devices that they're using.
Exactly.
Film,
it's in good definition. It's not like you've made a beautiful film here.
No.
Right.
There's nothing particularly artful about it.
No.
I wouldn't say. And especially because in the last month I saw Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which was also a Netflix film.
Oh, okay.
And is like just as sharp, but actually looks beautiful. Like every single shot of that movie you could hang on a wall, you know? And even Wake Up Dead Man, also a Netflix original, also looks like a movie. This doesn't look like a movie. This looks like a really high resolution Hallmark movie, you know?
Well, that's what it is. I mean, let's face it. Yeah, Netflix is just getting into the Hallmark movie business. Because all those other Christmas movies that Russell J. Russell wrote, I mean, they're all
Russell
Hallmark.
J. Russell.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah, isn't it Kara? Kara J. Russell?
Kara J. Russell. Yeah, I mean, they're all TV movies. And they're just, Netflix is getting in the game, probably making money hand over fist with that stuff.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Because, I mean, something like this cannot cost much to produce. That's what I think I probably said the exact same thing about A Timeless Christmas.
Probably. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know like what the budget of this is, because every scene in this movie, like every setting that you visit is so decked out for Christmas with like the most beautiful garlands and ribbons and pillows and just like you're walking into a department store at Christmas, you know, like if you it's everything looks like it belongs on a Christmas card.
Deb, you have such a pretty face. You should be on a Christmas card. You just made my day.
And just to have all of that dressing, and then it's constantly snowing in this movie, like the whole time.
Oh god, and sometimes it's really fucking snowing.
And it looks good too. It looks like
it
real
actually
snow.
does look. It does, the way it like kind of clumps and the way it like lands on people, and I was like, this is actually more impressive than I've seen stage snow.
Yeah, it really does.
In a while.
And it looks good on the ground, it looks good on the trees. The only time that it actually doesn't look good is when Sir Cole is playing with the buttons in the car and opens the sunroof. And the snow,
and it all comes,
the snow dumps in. Yeah, it doesn't quite doesn't quite look believable there, but like,
but I think the joke lands. I think the joke lands.
The joke lands. It's funny enough, I guess. Well, I don't know if I'd say funny, but right.
It's not ha ha funny, but it's just I'm watching this and I am amused. Proceed.
Where are the minstrels playing that lyrical melody?
On the radio. Right here. See?
I was more amused by him asking where the minstrels were when the radio comes on. So where are these
when
minstrels?
The radio came on? That was pretty clever.
That was clever. You know, words like minstrels and whatever, but...
Wench in the diner.
Wench, calling the server a wench, yeah.
About to start some shit.
Hot chocolate as mead.
Yeah. And that made me think, like, have you ever had mead? What are you talking about? But anyway, the thing I was going to say while we were on the diner is that, to me, like, the scene in the diner was the only visually interesting portion of the movie. And it was kind of
different than the rest of the movie.
That's why, because everything else is wide and spacious and huge. And this diner is just a diner. It's like the interior of a Waffle House almost, you know? It's like just very narrow. The people are kind of stacked on top of each other. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is visually much more interesting than anything else we've seen so far.
That's true. Yeah. Most of the settings they're a little disturbing for me. And the reason I'll say that is because I've mentioned a couple of times that the teacher seems like she's living in a mansion, but like, this is like the Hallmark audience. Everybody is beautiful. Everybody is rich, but they're making us believe middle class, small town, Ohio, America, like that's what this is. Right?
Right.
But that is not.
They're trying to plant that idea in your mind, man.
I'm serious. It's
I don't think you're wrong. Yeah.
That is upper middle class.
It's propaganda. Classist propaganda is what this is.
I mean, it is. It is.
It is. No, you're right.
Even if that's not the goal, it's definitely putting an image of this is what perfect Christmas is, right? And all of these movies do.
That's the thing, right? Like, in our head, it's like, make America great again. It's like, into what? It's like there's an idealized version of America that does not exist and has never truly existed. But that is this movie's universe.
Yeah.
Where everybody's got this expansive 2 to 3 story house and they're just working a blue collar job.
Yeah, whether you're a policeman or a teacher or hell, you've got 4 kids to feed. You know,
the one family that's making out okay that I can buy is her sister, Madison, whose husband is Eric, and he's a lawyer. Evan.
So, you know, middle class.
Right. Boy, Evan's a real fucking goober, isn't he? You just don't think this guy's ever going to show up. He's out of town. He's on he's got a case or some kind of thing he's doing. And when he comes back, he's just such a ham. Like, I'm like, what is this guy's deal? He's a weird guy.
It's a little weird, I guess.
I think he's closeted, first of all. And I don't mean that's weird. I think he acts weird because he's closeted and he doesn't know how to deal with it. And then Sir Cole shows up. And first thing he does is give him a big bear hug. Like, that's my guy. But it's because he rescued his daughter. He saved his daughter on the ice. But is this man a respected lawyer? Shouldn't he come in and shake your hand? What is this?
That wouldn't make for Christmas.
I guess not.
I mean, this is a Netflix movie, but for a Netflix movie, they sure spend a lot of time advertising for Amazon Prime.
Hi, what can I do for you today?
I know, isn't that crazy? Like, I think the Amazon Echo device in this movie gets enough dedicated screen time to get a credit in the film.
That's nuts.
If minstrels are more to your liking, just say, Alexa, play Christmas carols.
Here's Christmas carols.
Like, the Amazon Alexa device is like a member of SAG now.
Lady Alexa, play. I want my horse.
Here's one horse open sleigh.
I mean, they go back to it.
It is crazy.
There's a whole scene where he's just trying to figure it out, but they come back to it. They use it multiple times in this movie. And I'm like, you're not on Amazon Prime, right? Like,
Lady Alexa, play Away With You.
Here's Away in a Manger.
Right.
I'm on the right streamer here, aren't I?
I did like the bit with the Echo device, though.
Where he puts it in the freezer.
She's like, he's like, Alexa, play Christmas carols. He's like, where is this Alexa you speak of, right? And then it shows that, 5-second long, just dead still shot of, like, an Echo device just sitting there.
Yeah.
But after she leaves, and he's just kind of left to his own devices, he's like, Lady Alexa, play. I want my horse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Like her name is Alexa, play.
Right, exactly. Because that's what Brooks says. Alexa, play.
Yeah. And then everything he asks for, Alexa's like, here's blah, blah, blah. And it's like a song, like a Christmas song.
Right.
That's a very human experience. That's something we struggle with as like modern humans. He's just like us.
Well, he is awfully quickly.
Yeah, he watches a lot of TV, too. He figures out the TV very quickly.
Yeah.
And there are multiple shots of other Netflix movies in this movie.
I noticed one with Rob Lowe in it.
The stuff he's watching are actual Netflix movies.
Well, I mean, he invites her to the couch to Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess they were kind of covering their bases there, too.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that kind of didn't land for me was the magic box that basically taught him how to speak.
Yeah, isn't it weird when he switches to an American dialect?
Like bro, yeah.
What do you think of these awesome new threads? They're straight fire.
Like, it is so weird because here's the thing, I don't know much about this guy, but I assume the British is an accent. And he's an American performer. Because the American, he just slides into so easily.
Modern technology is lit AF.
Well, it sounds like your memory's coming back.
I had the opportunity to study your dialect with the pictures on your magic box.
Yeah.
That accent, I was like, well, that's jarring to me. I could look it up easily enough here.
Because he says stuff like, these threads are straight fire or something like that. And I didn't like any of that.
No, I don't like that either. I don't need that. The only thing that would have been worse is if he had been like 6'7".
6'7".
Yeah. But that would have been a little too.
Right.
Oh, he is British. He's just that fucking good? Wow, that's pretty good.
I think it's because the whole movie he's doing the British thing, so it seems less likely that he'd be able to pull off an accent that well for that long.
I guess you're right. I guess it just sounded so like, if you had a vocal coach that's like, here is British, Just say it just like this. I guess that's what surprises me. But yeah, so, all right. His American accent is quite good. It's just extremely jarring. It's the accent, it's his intonation, it's the language that the character uses, and he just drops it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, only
out of
couple
nowhere.
times.
And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's not even code switching. It's like he's almost like mocking them at that point.
Yeah, the reason it's irritating to me is because he slips into like bro mode, and I don't like people that talk that way. It's just like, God damn it, shut up. I just wanted to punch him in the face when he said that.
That's fair.
So,
and up until that point, he's a pretty likable character.
Oh, he is.
I think the charm is real, like he's got the right look.
Piercing eyes.
He's got great eyes. He's got great hair. He's got great eyes. His hair is amazing. And there's another thing. His teeth. He should have shitty teeth. And I'm not just saying that because he's British. I'm saying that because it's the middle fucking ages.
Yeah. Yeah. He's pretty...
They weren't putting fluoride in the drinking water in the Middle Ages. That's my RFK.
That's a good one. Yeah, he's teen heartthrob all the way. We mentioned before, but as he's doing his British accent thing, one of the things I like about it is that his stories about his own life, he's telling her stories. This is how I grew up. I haven't seen my parents since I went off to Squire. That kind of story about this is what my life comes from. And she doesn't question it or push or fight about it or anything like that, because if she did, the movie would be 3 hours long. But when he's telling those stories, they're believable enough that you could buy the time travel aspect if you're her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I guess what I'm driving at is that if for some reason he were making this up, or it was a fantasy world that his mind had been created, there'd be holes in the story, But he's constantly able to drop into that and tell some story of where he came from and what he did. It's real. So the character becomes super believable to her.
Yeah.
And kind of tangentially related to that is when they go out and they're going to find a Christmas tree. She's going to put up...
Oh, yes.
She's going to put up her fake metal tree like the one I have in my house. And he's like, fuck this. Let's go get a real tree. When they're going through the Christmas tree farm and he's walking around with the axe and talking about when they go out and choose their tree, and he picks it and she's going to go get somebody to help them cut the tree down. And he's like, what's the point in that? He takes his axe and he chops it down with one swing. Right.
Yeah.
And what I was expecting the movie to do is this guy too over here with his girlfriend out picking their tree. He says, well, if he can do it, I can do it. And you're expecting the movie to play that guy for a fool.
Exactly.
He'll try to chop it down and not be able to, and he'll look like a dummy and get covered in snow or something like that, right? But instead, he does it too. He just chops right through it, and then the two of them exchange a look and kind of lift their axes up to each other like, yeah, good for you. Here.
And his wife runs over to him and he's like, oh, that's so great. She's like, oh, you did such a good job. It was like
a kiss on the cheek. Great. I don't know why that was remarkable to me, but it just kind of broke convention.
No, I caught the same thing. That was a part that I didn't want to say was funny. It was just sort of delightful.
Yeah.
See, because it ended with that other guy just kind of like, oh, that's how you do it,
Now I too am a man.
I like that. Yeah. One of the things that Cole does in terms of engaging with modern society and living in technology is when he asks to borrow Brooke's steed.
Yeah.
To which she says, oh, you remember how to drive?
Brooke, I was wondering if you might be so gallant as to lend me your steed.
My car? So you remember how to drive?
Certainly. I've tamed all sorts of beasts in my day. Yours is no different.
If you're going to give her the benefit of the doubt, I hope she means remember as in your memories coming back.
That's what it was, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to remembering because she mentioned how it works earlier.
Yeah. Well, and watching him first try to figure out the inside of the car, but then start driving through the town, I think that moment really worked. Because the driving is just reckless enough. And by that I mean, when he finally comes to a rest on the sidewalk, the car stops and just nudges that tree. It doesn't crash, it doesn't wreck the tree, it doesn't knock it over. It just taps the tree. And he gets out and just leaves it there. He leaves the door open and just walks away.
Yeah.
That whole moment really worked well for me.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's okay, he kind of gets it, but really doesn't. He's still kind of treating this like a horse.
Yeah. Right. The only part that really doesn't work is are you really going to let this guy leave with your car?
Right.
That's the part that's kind of what you doing, Brooke?
Yeah, no way would I do that.
Is he a knight? Because he's on a quest to become a true knight, but he has been knighted. So I wasn't clear on
what the progression is.
You know, what's the difference between a true knight and just having been knighted?
Maybe it's like
I couldn't
having to complete the Jedi trials. You know? Maybe it's like the difference between knight and master in the Jedi.
Maybe. I don't know. So
maybe, you know, like at the beginning of Return of the Jedi, Luke is wandering around talking about,
I am Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight and friend to Captain Solo.
You know, he's calling himself a Jedi Knight. But when he goes to see Yoda, Yoda's like, oh, okay, Knight are you, you know? and then he tells him he has to defeat Vader first. Maybe that's the kind
he's got to kiss a girl first. Once he discovers that love is the first rule for a knight or something.
Already kissed a girl, have you? That's what I was going to say. Like you graduate from knight college, like his brother's about to do, and then you have to perform some kind of feat. Because, not to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but it looks like Jeffrey is going to go off on his own quest.
The brother.
And follow in his brother's footsteps. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not start talking sequel yet.
Thankfully, no one had. There is a moment that I really kind of chuckled at where Brooke is showing Sir Cole video footage online, like a live video feed from the Tower of London, with all the tourists in line outside of it.
That cannot be my England.
It's a live stream view of the Tower of London.
It's an extraordinarily large number of prisoners.
No, they're not prisoners. They're tourists.
It's an attraction now. People pay money to have a look around.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. I mean, it took me a little bit out of the movie because of how easily he takes all these things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was really easy to just realize, okay, well, we're getting past this because I just have to roll with it. But every once in a while, something like that where something is streaming, or the fact that he doesn't bat an eye at a telephone or a text, something like that would take me out of the movie entirely.
I think the conceit of the movie is that you just have to accept that he's behaving like a guy who's probably been around for like 2 months in present day from the minute he shows up, right?
Yeah, even though it's only, 5 days or something like that?
He's only in the year 2019 for 5 days.
Right. And when he realizes that he is in the future, he's more willing to accept the fact that he's in a place that he doesn't understand.
Yes. Yeah.
So the fact that he's not amazed by everything is that he's sort of accepted the fact that this witch has sent him to the future, and he just realizes what time travel is.
I mean, and this is like 500 years before the clock that went backwards is even going to be published.
Yeah. He's taking it better than Charles Whitley did, and he's got like 300 years on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also kind of tied to at least the part of the movie that I like the most, which is their main line about time travel.
You said that you were knighted by King Edward III.
He ruled in the 1300s.
A most formidable and admired king.
Do you know what year it is?
The picture box said it's 2019. The sun rises every morn, and the moon dies only to be reborn each month, and it does so whether I understand them or not. I have traveled here, and it matters not if I understand how.
But you know time travel isn't a real thing, right? And the 1300s are now in 2019.
Well, by that logic, only things that you comprehend are possible.
Well, I suppose you're right.
And I thought that was a really good line.
It is a really good line. I did make a note of that one.
But it kind of plays to the theme of opening your mind to other Christmas magic. And at first, I had a lot of trouble with like why that girl gets a puppy at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna mention the dog. Yeah.
At the end, nobody got her the puppy, but the idea is that Santa Claus must have brought it, or it says, but it's Christmas magic. And like nowhere in this movie have we wondered too much about Christmas magic. And then it just kind of pops up at the end.
And if we saw the crone again, like standing outside the window or something, like maybe it was that crone did it.
Yeah, we do see the crone at the Christmas feast the night prior. on Christmas
Right.
Eve.
Just
We see her every
lurking in the
once in a while.
background, staring.
But the first time I watched it through, I was like, man, what is with this dog? We haven't done anything about Christmas magic. What's Christmas magic doing in this movie all of a sudden?
A puppy. Wow, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't happen to know anything about this, do you?
No, why?
Because neither do we, which means there's no explanation.
Yes, there is. Christmas magic.
You swear you had nothing to do with this party? No. Okay, so Claire is right, and it's Christmas magic?
Well, just because you can't explain something logically doesn't mean it can't happen.
But on the second viewing, it does tie into just because you can't comprehend it doesn't mean it can't happen.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. All right. I kept wondering, like, okay, so Dad's going to play off like he didn't get the dog, but he actually did. We're going to get a little wink from him or something, but, like, we never did. And then Brooke shows up and she didn't get the dog. And then I'm like, oh, did Cole get her the dog? Was there a conversation about that? Because this is after Cole vanished. By the time we get to the market and Cole shows up, we kind of forget about the dog. Then after the credits started, I was like, hey, what the fuck was with that dog?
Yeah, like, where did the dog come from?
Yeah, which I guess the way you say it, it's fine. It's okay, but...
Yeah, I mean, like, again, that's on a second viewing. You kind of put it together. It's like, oh, okay. But it's like some of the camera work maybe leads you to believe that the guy that's playing Santa Claus had something to do with it.
It does.
It kind of plays it like maybe that dude was Christmassy. Like he had some magic.
Right.
And earlier in the movie, Cole comes up to Mrs. Claus and calls her the old crone like twice. And the guy's like, hey, buddy. Can you stop calling my wife an old crone, please?
Old crone. Begging your pardon, lady.
Hey, buddy, can you maybe stop calling my wife an old crone? You look a little lost.
Indeed, I fear I'm no closer to becoming a true knight than I was before the crone sent me here.
Crone?
A wise woman that presents herself in various disguises to test the hearts of knights. Alas, I fear I am no closer to achieving my quest than I was the moment I got here.
I like to say that it's the joy of Christmas that reminds us of the faith we need to sustain us throughout the year. Failure only happens when you give up. With hope and determination, well, they feel champions.
Thank you for your wise counsel, Father Christmas.
My pleasure. Damn, I'm good.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Let's see those lists! What do we got?
Is this movie trying to tell us that this guy was Santa Claus? Or...
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. But we never see him as anything other than Santa Claus. And the people of the village, it's not like they know him.
Right.
In a way other than just being Santa Claus. So who is this guy? Everyone in town knows everybody else.
Yeah, we know everybody in town, including the pickpocket who now went to jail.
Wait, Marshall Geller?
And the hot, horny neighbor. That is also just kind of randomly inserted into this movie halfway through.
A couple of times, yeah, she just kind of pokes her head in.
She shows up, hi, and then all we get is like, oh, no, not her. And I'm like, what, you guys have fucking beef? This is the first time we've seen this lady,
Well, you see, she was voted class flirt.
Yeah, we find that out in the next scene, of course.
But it points out the fact that Cole is very perceptive of what Brooke is feeling and needs. But, yeah, I don't know what they're doing with their Santa in this movie.
When he does have the conversation with Santa, when Cole and Santa sit down and have their talk, Cole leaves feeling enlightened, and Santa's like, still got it,
Yeah, I know. Right. Maybe he really was supposed to be Santa.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, the only thing that would have made it better is if he was the one that handed Cole the orange and hay penny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was nice, though.
For those of you who didn't bother to watch the movie, the point of that being that when Cole was a kid, Father Christmas brought he and his brother an orange and a hay penny, right? Or a half penny or whatever they called it. And we understand that that's how he used to celebrate Christmas. And Brooke's gift to him on Christmas Eve is an orange. And because we don't use half pennies anymore, here's an American $50.
Which we also don't use very much.
Right. And that was like, what, the second time they almost kissed or something.
Yeah.
There are a couple of lean-ins here that get interrupted by a phone call or an emergency of some kind.
Yeah. Like Claire's out on the ice again.
Yep. That was kind of a fun scene too, though.
Yeah. Had some good advice. It had some good real advice in it. You know, like lay down flat and spread your body weight and then move like a snail. Like,
yeah.
That's how you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Listen to me very carefully. I need you to stay where you are.
Paul, be careful.
Do not fear.
The ice.
Claire, have you ever seen a snail?
Yes.
Now I need you to pretend you're a snail right now and crawl slowly on your belly to me. Slower than the snail. I need you to be the slowest snail that's ever crawled the earth.
I'm just now kind of thinking about this, though, because in the 1300s, if you were her age, what was she, like 12 probably? 11?
Something like that.
And by that time, kids at that age were so much more grown up than a 10 and 12-year-old now.
She would have had at least 2 kids already.
I mean, maybe not that far, but you get what I mean. He's relating to them as kids are related to today. But in his time, she probably would have already left the house and was in whatever her squireship would be.
There are a lot of things in this that are kind of inconsistent with the perspective of a man in his mid-20s who traveled here from the 1300s. Is all we're saying.
And Cole brings various things of his lived experience as a knight to the present day and apply it to solving whatever issue of the day.
The old lady whose husband is having back trouble, apply it quite literally. Yeah.
A remedy for back pain.
Yes. A balm that he says to prepare with all kinds of crazy shit.
And then the woman just does it.
You put the bomb on? Who told you to put the bomb on? I didn't tell you to put the bomb on. Why'd you put the bomb on? You haven't even been to see the doctor. If you're gonna put a bomb on, let a doctor put a bomb on.
I guess I screwed up, huh, Jackie?
You damn right you screwed up. Where the hell did you get that damn bomb anyway? I'll tell you what this is. This is a public humiliation.
Well, I didn't know the bomb was gonna work.
Do you know what a bomb is? You ever seen a bomb? Well, no one can tell what a bomb's gonna do. They're unpredictable.
He goes into detail about all the ingredients she needs, and I just don't remember it. I mentioned bacon grease at the beginning, but I swear to God, there was some sort of like hog fat or something involved in it.
Right, and cumin.
But the one thing that I thought was hilarious is, and I laughed out loud, and then Miles started laughing too, because it was just so funny. Because we don't see this guy until the very end, and he's like, "Oh, and how is your husband?" And then she's like, "Well," and she turns, and he comes up, and he's like dancing. He's like, he just comes up. He just boogieing and dancing. He just takes her away. Doesn't say a word. Just like sweeps her away and like takes her away. And I was like, he's dancing like one of those guys in those like trial medicine commercials. You know, like ask your doctor about blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like that was the only role he had previously. And then he came in and did this. And I do think that might be the case because he comes in dancing. We only see him a couple more times. And one time it's when he's leaving the community feast. And on his way out, he looks directly at the camera.
I didn't notice that.
I was like, this man has never acted before in his life. But the dance just cracked me up, man. The dance was just, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I got a new back.
We've talked about romantic comedies before, romance movies, and we talked, I feel like a lot of times, but we've talked about like kind of the rise and fall that comes with the formula of this movie. The two people meet each other and the fun of the movie is them falling in love with each other. And then something at some point is supposed to happen that splits them up so that they can realize how much they've lost for when they come back together, you know? And these Hallmark movies don't do that. Well,
I mean, it kind of does.
I guess Charles Whitley, they had a minute, right, at the end.
Yeah, briefly, where we thought he was gone, right?
Yeah.
And this movie actually does take Sir Cole back to the 1300s. Like, there is a moment where it's like, oh, okay.
Right, but there's not a moment where he's messed something up. And she thinks he's not who she thought he was or whatever. You know, like in most of these movies, there's some kind of misconception or a miscommunication or a misunderstanding that leads to a breakup, and then he's got to try and win her back. And I thought that's what the mistletoe scene was going to be.
100% thought that's what the mistletoe scene was going to be. Like,
right.
She's going to turn and see him kissing her.
Right.
That's what I thought. You know, because that's what you do. That's how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then the neighbor flirt lady comes in with the mistletoe and is teaching him the customary Christmas tradition of kissing under the mistletoe. And of course, they would kiss
crimson-haired tart shows up, sweeps him off his feet.
Right. And then she sees him kissing somebody else, and it screws everything up, and then they have to come back together or whatever. But it doesn't happen. Instead, the flirt recognizes true love.
Look, Cole, mistletoe. You know what that means?
The dung plant wards off evil spirits.
No, silly. It's tradition to kiss if you're caught in a mistletoe. Bad luck if you don't. Something tells me you should save this for someone you really care about. Merry Christmas.
And to you.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. She's like, although I think this mistletoe is actually meant for you and somebody else. I'm like, wait a minute. I think the yearbook committee needs to rescind that award and take it back to the people. I don't care how long it's been. It's been at least 10 years. They need to reconsider.
Yeah. Anyway, it happened so late in the movie, there wouldn't have been time for all that anyhow.
No. We had like 10 minutes left at that point. Now, on the note of Sir Cole leaving, after he leaves and Brooke is kind of wandering around, she's a little bit sad, right? She goes back to her house, and there's this song playing. It sounds like it was an original song made for the movie. There's a song playing, and it's absolutely terrible. The song is awful.
Who is this lady I happen to meet? An elegant woman right at my feet.
One of the lyrics in the song is, I feel like I like her. And it's clearly written from the perspective of Cole pining for Brooke.
Okay.
And
I don't recognize this.
I'm listening to the lyrics, and she walks in, and I'm like, is this playing on her Alexa device? And if so, did Cole go back in time and write some kind of song about her in the Middle Ages that carried through to present day and became a Christmas standard, and now it's playing on her fucking Alexa device? That would be...
Oh, that would have been great.
I was like, that would be the wildest fucking shit this movie could pull right now.
Oh, man, that would be awesome.
He goes back in time. She's still stuck here. They don't reunite at the end, but she hears this song and is like, I've never heard this song before. Oh my God. Did he write this song about me? Like, and then you do the research and you find out that was some sort of middle-aged ballad, right?
Because he does mention that he knows how to play the lute.
Yes, right? I thought for a second that's where we were going, but it wasn't. It was just music playing. But for a split second there, that's what I thought.
That's
and
crazy.
Then, of course, Brooke bites into the bread that he made and finds that little magic bean.
Yeah, I thought that was a good little touch. Yeah.
Magic bean. I wish Cole was still here.
One thing I did want to touch on was Cole reuniting with Jeffrey back in 1334 after he travels back.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeffrey sees him, hey, it's a great reunion and stuff, and Cole is already regretting his decision to leave Brooke. And
right.
Jeffrey hears about this and he's like, bro, dude, you found true love. Go to her, you know? And he's like, great, I'll go. And here's the thing that Jeffrey doesn't understand. She doesn't exist in, like, the next fucking village over or something. It's not like, just go to her, you know? It's like, he's leaving to go to the future.
Yeah, right.
And poor
He doesn't
Jeffrey is
tell him
just
that.
like, don't worry about the knighting ceremony. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Just go take off, go find that broad, you know? And
Yes, good point.
so
I
I'm
really
just
thought
going,
about
Jeffrey,
that.
what is he going to, like 5 days from now, he's going to be like, where the fuck is my brother at? You know?
They'll run into each other in the sequel.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. They're both going to have matching glowing medallions now.
Yeah, at the end of this movie, as the credits go to roll, the old crone shows up with the younger brother, and she's got another glowing amulet. So I expect any time now that we'll get The Night Before Christmas 2.
Well, Jeffrey accepts her quest, right? Jeffrey accepts her quest because his brother said, hey, if you meet an ugly ass old crone out in the woods at some point, just be nice to her.
That's right. Yep.
So he's like, oh, crone, this is my chance. This is my big moment to be nice to her. So I mentioned that song that was playing that I feel like Cole probably wrote.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
So the movie goes to credits, and after this credits scene, the credits resume, and it plays this song by Sarah McLachlan and Bare Naked Ladies. That's a mashup.
Okay.
From the Bare Naked Ladies Christmas album. It's a mashup of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen and We Three Kings. And I'm like, what does this song have to do with anything other than just being a Christmas song you plugged into the end credits of this movie? It could have been anything. It has nothing to do with anything we just watched at all. I was just blown away. I'm like, they just needed a song that was long enough to fill the credits?
The licensing they could still afford.
The craziest thing is it doesn't even fill the credits. Like, the song ends a solid 20 seconds before the credits are finished. And then they just finish rolling in silence. So anyway, I got some beef with some decisions that were made in this movie that have nothing to do with the plot of the film.
I guess the last thing I would ask before we talk about the time travel is, obviously the knight's quest was to open his heart and go find true love. And he says something to the effect of, I want to be wherever you are, or something like that, right? Wherever you are is where I need to be. And I was just wondering if...
It's everywhere you want to be.
Right. I just was thinking, like, if the roles were reversed and she had to go back in time with him to the knights in 1300, would she be so willing...
So dead.
to live in 1300?
I cannot imagine she would.
I mean, it's just not as fair.
It's not. No, that's not.
Yeah, so is it really the love, or...
It's binge watching.
If the roles were reversed, I can't imagine her wanting to live there.
No, absolutely not. I never for a second thought the movie was going to go in that direction. Because the biggest reason for that is that Brooke is simply too tied to Mads and Claire and even Mads' weird husband. You know, it's like she has a family there and her family is important to her, right?
And Cole could give two shits about his brother, right?
I mean, clearly, yeah. I never saw her leaving present day to go back with him. I don't even know if the movie presents that in a way that would make it work. I mean, I understand it's a magical talisman or whatever, but if she's able to go back along with him with that one magic talisman, it begs questions that don't even need to be asked, you know?
Yeah, no, I just mean, like, this movie doesn't work the other way around.
Doesn't.
You know what I mean?
No.
If you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
I guess we should talk about that talisman and the method of time travel.
Yeah.
It's basically a light up necklace and a little bit of smoke.
Yeah, okay. You could look at it like that.
How do you look at it?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's magical. Okay, so first of all, I know magic is going to rank low for Nate because he doesn't like wizards, but...
I'm okay with old crones, however.
Okay, all right. It's like, who isn't? Who isn't? Who among us? So, talisman given by an old crone to lead you on a quest to your true love.
Right.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, the way he time travels, he's kind of covered in this blue kind of energy. and then a bunch of snow is just kicked over him, and like steam and fog kind of covers him.
Right, like some mystical smoke or something kind of blows in, and
a nor'easter.
That was one of the things that I thought, if they had just a little bit more money, that they could do some kind of special effect where he literally beams away or disappears right in front of her, as opposed to like, some smoke blew in and now he's gone. Where did he go?
And she looks around for a little bit. She looks around the village like, is he over here? Is he over there?
Exactly. But
the
that's
fucker just left?
Yeah, like, see, that's the problem, is if for some reason she could just see him basically disappear, then his story becomes 100% true, right?
Right.
Like, at the end, she kind of looks around like he just kind of ran away when the smoke came. And if he's just gone...
Wouldn't that be funny? As if, like, just off camera, you could see him rolling around. Like, just, like, on his belly, like...
Trying to be a stealth ninja out in the smoke.
Yeah.
But to just have him go hide or whatever, theoretically, it doesn't work as well for her. It really would cement that he'd been telling her the truth the whole time if she actually saw him travel back to the past. So I think that would lift it a bit in the ranks for me. The other thing about it, though, is that the conceit of this movie is that true love is real.
Mm-hmm.
And that shining knight is out there for you. But as you alluded to at the very beginning of this podcast, if these are the lengths that we have to go to find the one person, what hope do the rest of us have? If
there's no chance.
Your true love was born and died 900 years ago.
Right. We've all been thinking, like, third dimensionally about finding romance.
You're just not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Right. I have a real problem with that.
There needs to be a dating app that matches you with people from throughout the scope of human history. That's what we're missing.
Yeah, in order to find your one, apparently that's what's necessary. If honestly, what hope are the rest of us going to have in a small town of finding that one guy in town?
Right. Because I tell you what, once again, I don't think Madison did it. I don't think she found her one person.
You think the dad is... Oh.
Yeah, I think he's a weirdo, man.
Yeah, so what are you feeling? You like magic more than I do.
I mean, I would probably put this around the same area as the time travel transporter from Relativity and the time gauntlets from Chrononauts 2.
Okay.
That's probably about the area I would put it in. I don't think I'd go any higher with it.
What number is that?
17, 18.
So well below the time regressor, I hope.
It's below the time regressor by several points. After the time gauntlets come the subspace inversion from The Visitor, the DS9 episode.
I think it's better than that.
Yeah, yes, it's definitely better than that. So, I don't know. I think the time gauntlets are probably better because they're able to do that cool-ass fucking move at the end where they warp their classmate into outer space.
Yeah, I'll give it that. I think you've zeroed in on where it needs to be.
Old crone medallion.
Let's take it a step further. How does this compare to the Christmas clock?
That's the real question, because they're both the same fucking thing, right? They're both devices that take you to your true love.
They do the same thing, but they aren't the same thing.
But functionality-wise, the medallion's got the Christmas clock beat, I think.
No, I'm going to disagree.
Really?
Yeah, the clock is way cooler because the clock, one, it's got a bunch of mystery to it as to, like, where did this come from? How did it get made? Was it built? Is it enchanted?
like the Jumanji game board. It's kind of like got a lot of mystery.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know where it came from. And it's got kind of a menacing quality to it because when he finds it, it's been sabotaged. So you don't know if somebody broke it because it was like, because it's some kind of curse like it was some terrible thing, like I never want that to happen again. And I think then by the end of the movie, you're supposed to believe that whomever had it last time found his true love and made sure that he couldn't leave them, right? There's something cyclical about the machine, and I find the machine far more interesting than a magic necklace.
Yeah, I'll grant you that. Yeah. I was thinking, like, it was way easier to use the medallion to kind of get back and forth, but...
That's fair.
The Christmas clock was better, yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas to you, Brian. Is there something special that you're looking for under the tree?
No, God, not this year. No, you know what? That's not true. I wouldn't mind a Lego set. You know, I need more of those.
Oh, a Star Trek Lego set?
Maybe.
Hey, everyone out there, let's start a GoFundMe for Brian and his...
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
I'd love to have it on, like, the GoFundMe, like, landing page. It's like, feed David's 4 kids, and they've made, like, $50. Finance Brian's Enterprise D Lego set. It's up to, like, $1,000. It's like, it'll buy me 2 whole sets at that point.
May Father Christmas treat you well, Brian, this year.
And you as well.
And everyone else out there. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be back next time with our big season, 4? Yeah, season 4 finale.
Season 4. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be the end of season 4. It'll be the 4th annual Ziggy Awards. We're going to take a look back over the past year. We're going to select some favorite elements, favorite stories, favorite films, favorite TV shows that we've talked about, and we are going to assess our list of time devices and choose 3.
To move on to the next season. Yeah. Have you got the categories that we're going to discuss figured out? Because they seem to change just a little bit each year.
Yeah, sometimes there's a little tweaking, and that will be the case this year as well, but I mostly have them figured out at this point. Yes.
Okay. Well, send those over so I can start thinking. I've already been thinking about our time travel rankings.
I'm pretty sure we've been thinking about the time travel rankings and what to do during the Ziggies since the April Fool's episode.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody will be surprised by that, at least. But there will be plenty of surprises to be had in the next episode. Until then, folks, of course, happy holidays, and as always, thanks for listening to our little show here. Remember to subscribe to the show on your preferred podcast apps. That's plural, apps. Download it 5 times. Listen to all of them. Be sure to rate the show if you can. Leave us comments on the posts. You can drop us a line at ohboyqlpod@gmail.com. We got a lot of feedback from this year that is going to be informing next year's viewing choices. So thank you all for that.
Right.
Don't forget, we are on social media. You can follow us at OhBoyPod on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads. You follow the Instagram to find out if Brian gets the Enterprise D Lego set or another delightful Lego set on Christmas Day.
All right.
Well, until next time, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
And we'll see you in the future.
Oh, you can,
Is that recording?
No.
Slow down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is recording. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoopsie.
Who is this lady I happen to meet? An elegant woman right at my feet. Who is this stranger? Where did she come from? I feel like I like her. Could she be the one for me? Lonely as I can be so came from afar. I don't know who you are, but you never know. But you never know.